This is the best!
Look at all these movies!
Toss it up! High five! Forever on disc! Yeah!
Dashboard, carry-on case, custom stamp, one more chase. Coat check ticket in my hand, hidden shelf in Amsterdam, basement shop, no name on the door, region locked, I'm wanting more. Dusty rack in Tokyo, slick case shining, subtle glow, limited run, last one on the stand. I slide it out with a shaking hand. I got a license to collect from every country, every deck. Blu-rays, DVDs in my briefcase, steel books, 4Ks in a cold case. Around the world I track them down. Secret print runs quiet towns. I don't need gadgets, I don't need guns. I'm on a mission for the perfect run. Paris flea at 5 a.m. Vendor nods, I nod at him. Import cut that went out of print. Price in chalk, he gives a hint. Backroom key in LA rain. Owner knows me by my name. Shrink wraps fine from a canceled line. Hand to hand like a secret sign. Yeah, I got a license to collect from every country, every deck. Blu-rays, DVDs in my briefcase, steel books, 4Ks in a cold case. Around the world I track them down. Secret print runs quiet towns. I don't need gadgets, I don't need guns. I'm on a mission for the perfect run. Airport lounge, I scan the list. Another variant I almost missed. Customs ask anything to declare. Just some movies and a spare affair. Shelves at home like a private vault. Every spine a little dossier of faults. When the credits roll and the room goes dark, I hit play and it hits like a spark. Oh yeah, got a license to collect from every country, every deck. Blu-rays, DVDs in my briefcase, steel books, 4Ks in a cold case. Around the world I track them down. Secret print runs quiet towns. I don't need gadgets, I don't need guns. I'm on a mission for the perfect run.
Called up collector, here to show off stuff and chat with you. Called up collector, movies and more is what we do. Called up collector, sit back and relax, here comes the show. Called up collector, 3, 2, 1, here we go.
Welcome everybody to this week's Cult of Collectors. How's everybody doing? We're going to have Geno come in here in just a minute, and we're kind of having an open forum this evening. We'll just talk about kind of some of the things we picked up, and then we'll let Geno talk about what he wants to talk about this evening. He's got a couple of subjects he's wanting to talk about, and then we'll we may talk about what's coming out in the future, things like that. But I don't think Jody's going to be here tonight, but I haven't heard from Lauren, so I assume she's going to be here. So just hang on, everybody. We'll get the show rolling, and I'm going to bring on Geno here.
Cool.
Come on, Geno.
How you doing?
Doing good. You doing all right this week?
Been better, but I've also been a lot worse. So, kind of in the middle there.
That's cool. That's cool. We kind of usually do our opening where we kind of show off new stuff, things like that we picked up this week. And I don't know if you have anything to show off or not. Hopefully you do, but
Yeah, I do.
that's cool. I don't know. I'm being goofy this evening, but
Hey, Geno.
Hey, Mike.
oh, sorry about that. But yeah, we're so I threw on that extra video at the beginning. I'm working on some new AI stuff. So
That's pretty good.
Weird.
That's pretty good.
Came out weird though, so I've got to work on getting it to come out a little bit better. I don't know what it was when it translated up. It didn't. When I put it on here, it lost definition for some reason. How's it going on, Mr. Dan?
Hey,
How
Dan.
you doing, Mr. Dan? I actually, I've been really behind and watching a lot of all your uploads and stuff. So I actually just recently watched and actually more or less listened to the live stream that Mike did with Mr. Dan and Horror, and that's a really great live stream. And you guys did a great job, and I really enjoyed the discussions that you guys had. Not that many of the subjects were necessarily in my wheelhouse, but really great discussion nonetheless. So I really enjoyed that.
Okay. Thanks, man. Yeah, we just kind of kept it kind of loose, just kind of talking, just shooting the poop, I guess you could say.
Now, I don't want to, take anything away from the captain here. John's the captain of the ship, but I feel that, that I should at least take this opportunity to highlight something rather unfortunate in our community. And that is the fact that our good friend Malcolm, and I'm sorry for the sirens in the background, um, some unfortunate news came down the pike, and that news is that our good friend Malcolm, who everybody should know as May to December here on YouTube, a great member of the physical media community, and and just an all around great guy. He's even been in some of these chats on Cult of Collectors, and you guys may have even interacted with him at some point. Would be a great guy to have on too when the dust settles. But there was some rather unfortunate news that his wife Donna has been diagnosed as having stage 4 sarcoma cancer, and I've seen the photograph. Malcolm shared with me a photograph of his wife's tumor, and it's really unpleasant. And treatments are rather expensive. They live in the UK, and I'm only assuming that healthcare isn't as readily available to people as it is over here, at least in the States. And Malcolm, has told me and divulged to me that, they have to travel like 2 hours into London on train, then they have to walk a few blocks, go up a few flights of stairs. It's really unpleasant. And but this is the best they could do given these limited resources that they have. So there's actually a GoFundMe link for Malcolm and his wife down in the description box of at least the upload that's on John's channel. I'm not sure if any of the other channels have it, but I hope that they do. And if not,
It's on
okay.
everybody.
Okay, and because the thing is Malcolm is a great guy, stand-up guy, and Donna was an oncology nurse for so many years and helped so many people live. So I think it's about time that we give back to this woman who, just helped so many people throughout her life, and has just been an all-around great support for Malcolm, and has been a great person for him. And she's basically his world. Like, I put myself in that position. Like, what if something were to happen to my mother, for example? I'd feel absolutely devastated. So, with this situation, people, please try to put yourselves in that position. What if something were to happen to a very, very, very close loved one? This is very important. And again, I suggest that if you have any money at all, spare money that you can spare. I know this is a tough economy, but if you could spare anything, please donate to Malcolm's GoFundMe that is in the description below. And if you can't donate for whatever reason, please just share the link around social media and help these great people get the help that they deserve, the help that they need. And so please help out Malcolm. May to December here on YouTube. Just a fabulous guy, and his wife Donna. So absolutely.
I just posted a link in the chat as well. So
Cool.
Good. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I just heard about that today from whatchamacallit, gosh, I think of his name. She's total. I heard about it anyways. I'm having total. I'm just thinking about that, and it's rough. But yeah, I'm gonna find the link. I briefly heard about from Aaron Penn. He shared that news today. So yeah. It's rough.
Yeah, I hate to hear that. Yeah, the UK is weird. They have like universal health care there, but I don't know if it works. Like, you hear from one person, oh, it's good, and you hear, it's the greatest thing ever, and then hear from somebody else. Somebody that lives there, it's like, well, you can go to the doctor anytime you want, but if these special treatments, they put you on a list a lot of times.
Right. And that's what Malcolm and his wife are experiencing. They're having to go to a specialist for this. And again, 2-hour trip into London and walking all those blocks. And, and the tumor is actually located on Donna's hip. And so walking with this, through this GoFundMe, actually, Malcolm has been able to afford his wife a walker for her to be able to easily get around while she has this tumor. And it has been rough for them, and they've been, and Malcolm has just discussed this with me, and it's just been really sad, strange time for them. So again, I can't stress enough, if you have any money to spare, please donate to his GoFundMe. You could find it in the chat box in the description below. And also just share the link if you can't donate anything, because again, Malcolm and his wife deserve all of the love and support we can give them at this time.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that, Gino. I appreciate that too.
Thanks, Gino. Yeah, because how time flies in our daily lives. We hear about something, and before we know it, we've forgot about it, or something else is in our midst. So yeah, everybody just especially keep them in your thoughts and prayers and everything, and donate. They can really use that, as I can imagine.
Right. Exactly.
Well, I guess we can get to our pickups this week and everything like that. Hate to change the subject matter from that to this, but I guess we'll get going this evening. But yeah, thanks for everybody being here, everybody in the chat, everybody, not anybody over on YouTube on my channel, or excuse me, on Instagram on my channel. Appreciate everybody stopping in this evening and watching the show. May only be us three this evening. I don't know. We'll see. But that's all right. We'll be back next week, probably. That's why I've kind of unofficially invited Gino to kind of be on the show anytime he wants to, and that's a kind of an extension. I apologize for him not being on the promotion this week, and because it was kind of a last minute thing, I'd already made up the poster, so I apologize to Gino about that. Anytime, next time, hopefully I'll have you up on that, or have you more of a permanent capacity too. But I don't like it's like Mike and anybody else. I don't like trying to pressure people to be here every week, because everybody can't always be here each week. So.
Right. I mean, for example, for me, I believe next Wednesday is the 22nd, and I'll actually be busy that night recording my an episode of my podcast, Heart to Heart, the William S. Hart podcast, where I'm going to have actually a few guests on, in addition to my regular co-hosts, Nick Sheen and Clive Davis. So I'll unfortunately be busy next week, but maybe the week after I'll be available.
It's just it's whenever you're available. But
yeah, I'm glad you said something, guys, because next Wednesday I'm actually going to see a Buster Keaton movie on the big screen. So it's kind of a birthday present that I set up months ago. So that's next Wednesday. So I won't be able to be on. So yeah, can't miss the chance to see Buster Keaton on the big screen.
What film is it?
Sherlock Jr.
Nice, good selection.
And it's that new one where it's going around, where it's got the REM, the band REM's doing the music to it. So they're trying that, like, with different silent films and stuff.
Yeah, they did a thing with Battleship Potemkin with the Pet Shop Boys. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm hoping it's not too intrusive, that it's
right.
That it's fitting, So that's
not to see if they come to Lexington or not. I'd like to check that out.
Yeah, it's at the JB Speed Art Museum in Louisville, and I don't know if tickets are still available or not, but.
What's going on, Lauren? Good to see you.
Good to see you. Hi, guys.
Hey.
How you doing?
What's up,
See
Lauren?
if I could
Well, I
Yeah.
guess we're getting ready to do our movie.
There,
Show off
that's
portion.
better because my face is now where the chat is, so I think that's better if I just do it that way. I can still see everybody. So,
Well, if everybody don't mind, I'll just turn the chat off. I don't know if anybody can really see it anyway, so I'll just turn it off.
okay.
It works better when you have lesser people. But yeah, we just been talking about a few things here to start out, Lauren.
Yeah.
Had a member of the collecting community, his wife was diagnosed with cancer, so we have a link in the chat and link on the websites to on the YouTube websites to if anybody wants to go to his GoFundMe page.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's wonderful that you have that. That's so sad. I'm very sorry.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And but let's kind of lighten the mood here a little bit. I hate to switch gears like that, but unfortunately, we do have show must go on, I guess they say.
Mm.
And hey, Lauren, without Jody here, he can't. You won't get mad tonight.
I know, right?
Well,
With all of the amazing things he has.
well, we could still make you mad if you want to be
I
made
know.
mad. That is.
I know. I had a friend that showed me that there was what was it? Finding Nemo steelbook that he found on like eBay, and I was just like, God damn! I need to find that now. I am always doing that. Where it's just like, no, but it's beautiful and I need it. So yeah, Jody just is he is the light on the fire.
Yeah, there is a steel book. If I had money, there is a steel book that if I had money, I would pick up. And I know it's not a good movie. I know it's not a good movie, and I know that it's been widely panned by people who are fans of this particular intellectual property. But gosh darn it, it's a guilty pleasure of mine, and I think that they actually did a pretty good job with it. The 1994 live-action Flintstones with John Goodman is getting a steel book, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I was like, just give me the title. I was ready to hear it. That's actually cool. I remember watching that back when it was in theaters back in the day. But yeah, that's a fun one.
Yeah.
You should invest in it, I think.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's ridiculous, but in a fun way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've seen parts of it, like scenes and stuff, but
look like we got acres of movies. I'm sorry, I forget your name every time.
Stacy.
Stacy. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know why I forget her name every time. I should remember. I said that before. It's my cousin's name, Stacy. I should remember it, but I don't always remember her name either.
So, best sports movie ever?
I'm not really a sports movie fanatic, but if I had to pick one that's actually maybe nostalgic for me, there are two from my childhood. I mean, again, these are Disney movies. Well, actually, one's 20th Century Fox, I think, and the other one's Disney. But now they're both the same thing, so technically they're both Disney properties now. The first one is The Sandlot. I think that's just a classic baseball movie. And another classic baseball movie is Disney's remake of Angels in the Outfield. Now, I'm not going to say that those are the best, but at least those are two that at least I've seen. And there's also another title, even though I've never seen this movie, another title's coming to mind, Slapshot with Paul Newman, the hockey film.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's a good one.
Good ones.
I like I mean, it's probably not my favorite, but I've seen it again here recently. It was The Natural, the Paul Newman. That's a good baseball movie.
Yeah. I'd have to say like Hoosiers, even though they're Indiana and, we're Kentucky and we have a dynasty, in college basketball, but, the Hoosiers are pretty good.
And well, if you want to get superfluous about it, you could also say Space Jam.
Space Jam.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Man after my heart. I love Space Jam. That's awesome.
Me too. I love it on toast.
You what?
Yeah. Space Jam's good.
Space
on
Jam.
those.
That's funny. Yeah, that's awesome.
We also like what was oh yeah, it's a documentary, but When We Were Kings, the Rumble in the Jungle documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
good.
that's good. Yeah, yeah, with Muhammad Ali and who did he fight? Was it George Foreman?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good. She always. But I mean, not to get off subject, I could probably do the whole thing. I could probably do the whole Jody thing with my first one up I was going to show, but I don't know. I'm not going to. It's Jody's video, so I'm not going to play it, obviously. But I picked up that director's cut of Midsummer. That
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna make me mad today. That's
Oh yeah.
cool.
I'm sorry. It for some reason the lettering on the outer box don't translate in this light, but it's
Oh,
like a
Hey.
media book. It's like a yeah. It's,
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it. It's beautiful. Oh, it's gorgeous.
yeah, and it's like
Yeah,
got
yeah, that's been floating around for a while now. I haven't seen anybody actually pick it up, but I've seen.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been wanting to see the director's cut because they made a big deal out of the director's cut when it came out. It was like a limited edition, and there's supposed to be a
Does it have
bunch of
extra,
extra
like,
stuff.
pictures and stuff.
I've seen it twice now, and it's just like one of those movies you can keep watching and find different stuff, and it's like, it's just crazy, man.
Oh yeah,
Crazy. It's a crazy movie.
I've got one of
Oh no.
my bedroom is like completely like full of Midsummer stuff. I love Midsummer. Does it have like extra features and stuff, or
I haven't watched it yet. It's for some reason it's just the 4K disc in there. It is 4K,
okay?
but it's just the 4K disc. So I don't know about the extra features.
Oh, okay.
But I have
I
the
would-
regular Blu-ray, so it had some on it.
We'll
But
have to check it.
I would say, yeah, it should be loaded. I would hope it would be loaded with
yeah,
extra.
you would think so.
Right.
And they have A24 has some more of those sets, but I would have picked another one up. I wanted to get that Everything Everywhere All at Once. I might have that backwards, but
Oh yeah.
it was only Blu-ray. I was like, I'm not picking up just a Blu-ray of it. If in that set, I want the 4K, you know.
Mhm.
So I didn't pick
Did you see it in theaters?
that one.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I seen that one in a theater. I just bought it when it came out.
I've yet to see it, so that's why I was just curious, like what your experience was with it. So
I highly enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
okay.
Yeah, I'm always interested in what A24 puts out. It's usually something interesting.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, you
Yeah,
talking about
all
the
kinds of-
director's cut? I haven't watched the director's cut.
Oh, sorry, no, I meant the Everything Everywhere. I
Yeah.
forget the title, but
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
yet to see it, but I've heard great
Oh,
things,
that was good.
so I haven't seen
Yeah.
it. I was
There's
just curious.
Nicolas Cage
Curious.
is in that, right? Is Nicolas Cage in that? Maybe I'm thinking about something else.
No, no.
Okay, I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah.
Whoopsie. Yeah.
Black makeup on there.
Oh yeah. I got some stuff this week because I got a trade package. So I got a bunch of Arrow stuff.
Ooh,
Why is those so big? Is that stuff showing up really big on your guys' screen?
It's a little bit big.
a little
It's
bit.
weird. That's
It's almost
weird.
blocking. It's almost blocking Lauren out a little bit.
It's hiding a little bit.
Well, what happened to Geno? He dropped out. I didn't know.
I think he was having trouble with his
Internet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll continue on. Did you pick up some? Oh, there he comes back. We'll get to the Pixar movies.
Well, I might have to restart my system here because unfortunately I can't hear anyone. So I'm going to have to duck out for a little bit and restart.
Okay.
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 All right. We'll do a round here showing our stuff off, and then I'll get to the chat, and then we'll keep on at it.
Okay. Yeah, I got the 4K from Arrow of Cobra.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, so it's just the 4K. It's got alternate artwork. If you can see
That's
that.
nice. I like that.
And,
I don't
and,
I don't have a copy of that of anything. I don't believe it or not. I need to get one.
what's cool is it also has like the TV cut of the film, so it's all like edited, and it's probably hilarious because that's how they used to make them back in the 80s. It would be all just hilarious. But yeah,
What's
it's loaded. It's loaded with special features, as you would expect.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, that's on there. It's pretty cool. Go check it out.
That's
It's
awesome.
good.
Haven't watched it yet.
Very cool.
Thank you.
You got something cool for us, Lauren, this week?
So my thing is that I didn't grab anything this week, so I kind of am doing the Lauren thing that I do where I do different. But I grabbed a couple that I've rewatched recently and maybe reminding some people of some fun new movies stuff kind of thing like that. So first one is
Ooh.
Cloverfield Lane. This is one that I love so freaking much. John Goodman is so good as the bad guy. I love like a small like limited location kind of like horror thriller movie, and this is done so freaking well, and every performance is really great. But yeah, like the baddie, he baddies, so it's very very good, and that's one that I recently rewatched and I really enjoyed it. So
Cool. That's like the sequel, or it's kind of not a sequel, but it's sort of a sequel or something?
yeah, it's kind of like anthology-esque.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you are right. Yes.
Yeah, it's
Right.
good. It's good, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first one, though, isn't it? That's the first part of that story, isn't it? I'm trying to think. I mean, that there might be like a prequel of it made, but it was the first of the series made, wasn't it?
Well,
No.
of like Cloverfield, there is Cloverfield and then
Oh, yes.
10 Cloverfield Lanes.
Sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The second one, but it again, it's anthology, so you can kind of just
I forgot about Cloverfield.
yeah. But yeah,
Mhm.
of all of the Cloverfield movies, that one's my favorite because I just think it's really good, and like the closeness and claustrophobia, I think is it's very effective, and I really enjoy it. So it's one of my favorites, and I just recently rewatched it and wanted to share.
I enjoyed the movie too. It's really good.
Yeah.
I need to go back. There's so many movies you guys either bring up or something I see somebody else talking about, or I start thinking about it. And I was like, I need to rewatch that. And I'm just like, God, I got so many new things I need to watch.
Yeah,
And I
that's
don't know
just
what to
it.
do.
Yeah.
There's so many
Only
new
so
ones.
much time.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're all no. Lauren's always got like ones I hadn't heard of that are interesting, and it's like I write them down, and then there's just so many to keep up with. It's like, how do you? It's wild.
I was just
So
gonna
much.
say,
So much.
in that same vein where it's just like there's so many new movies, but then it's like, but I haven't watched this movie that I love in how many years, so I go for that one, and then it's like, but I need to watch these new ones, and it's like, oh, and there's new
Mhm.
ones in theaters. I'm like, I
Oh, yeah.
can't.
Yeah, that's what's cool about having like a great, like as being a collector, and you have such a collection of great stuff that you just go back into your own stuff and like, man, this is so cool. I'm gonna watch it again, for
Yeah.
whatever reason. But
Absolutely. Yeah, that's one of the things that I love about being a collector, where it's like you don't know what you want to watch. Like for me, like I start like looking at streaming services and I'm like, that's not what I want to watch. And then
mhm.
I've got a whole collection, so I'll just go pick what I want and it's right there. And I feel like that's what's so sad about the um our society losing the passion of physical media, because
Mhm.
like that's such a beauty of if you want to see it, it's right there.
Yeah,
And
you don't have to worry about it disappearing in a month or 2 and, you know.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Or if you'll indulge me, there is an experience where I was trying to find, I can't remember the official date, but it's like the 1970 Suspiria, like
Mm,
1975,
75, 77.
77. Yeah, I was trying to watch that for the first time, and I was just like, I couldn't find it for my life. And like, I finally found it like on eBay. And point being that it should not be that hard to find a movie, like, you
Mm,
know, like,
mhm,
and
yeah,
uh, I did. I was willing to just like rent it on Apple. Not available. I was like, okay, well, I'll buy it. Like I'll just
mhm,
and then
yeah, I'm so
oh, you can't do that either. And it's just like, what?
yeah, I guess people are hanging on to their copies and they don't wanna sell them or something, you know,
I
so
know. I did finally get one, but it was a trek. So yeah, I think it's kind of ridiculous that
mhm,
it's not as accessible as it should be. And I,
yeah,
be- beautiful movies, especially older ones. That's another thing where I think about when I was younger, I went to Barnes and Noble a bunch, and you go through like sift through like the music, you sift through the DVDs and stuff like that, like things were new, but then there were older movies or like
mhm,
soundtracks and stuff like that. And it makes me really sad that it's not there anymore. And then even online, where it's just like, yeah, what, that's
mhm,
like 15 years old? No, what,
yeah,
are you crazy? You think that we have that?
yeah. Yeah, it's
Well,
like a lot of stores don't, you know, they're not showing like my Barnes& and Noble is, like, scaled back a lot of stuff, even their Criterion section, which used to be huge. And then, you know, of course, Walmarts and places like that are all shrinking
Oh yeah.
shrinking or disappearing altogether, so it's kinda like they act like it's going away, like nobody's interested in this stuff, you know, like nobody buys it, which is false, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just I don't
well,
know.
I think a lot of it too. And hello, everyone, I'm
Hi.
back.
Hey,
I
you gotta
think a
turn your
lot of
lights
it.
on, Gino. Gino's
Oh,
in the dark.
oh, I am.
Yeah, your audio's coming through, but your visual is not.
Oh, beautiful. That's wonderful.
You're coming in
Um,
good though.
I actually just to throw this in, I used to work at Barnes and Noble, and like that was before I loved Barnes and Noble for what I just described. So then working there, I saw how it was very more about monetization, kind of like Best Buy, where it's like, oh, we're not going to do physical media anymore because it doesn't give us enough money. It's like
Mhm.
it bothers me so much whenever companies do that. And while it makes sense, it's still really stupid.
It
And
don't seem like they're backing off of it though.
people still buy it, right? Like
Yeah.
we're here, like we're still buying
Mhm.
like steel
Yeah.
books. Like I've got, like a VHS and a steel book of Van Helsing. Like we're still here buying it. Like
Well, what's funny is
funny.
Target or somewhere like that, let's say Target gets rid of all their in-store stuff. It's funny you can still go online on their website and buy stuff. So they know people are buying this stuff. They're just I don't know what they're doing.
It's
They're
just
just
not in store anymore. I don't know.
yeah, yeah. It makes us feel like we're just weirdos that want to buy plastic, but it's like, hey, you know.
All right. I'm gonna jump in here and get some of this chat real quick, if you guys don't mind.
Oh yeah, that's building up.
Then we'll get on with it. Yeah, Stacy, we need to one night. You don't have to come on the show, but one night we might make the subject of the show is just answering your questions, and you can just post as many questions as you want, and we'll just answer them. And the chat can join in, and we'll do that one night. So I apologize for not always getting to it, because sometimes we get caught up in your questions, and I miss other people. So it's nice to see you, Stacy. Also, welcome Carlos Spendron 202. Make sure. Carlos Spendron 2. Okay. Apologize about that. Pixar Movies, Blu-ray 2017 reprint at Henry Rodriguez 417. Okay. Once Carlos, Pixar Movies Inside Out. I don't know what that is. Welcome, Nigel Drainer, I guess, or Drainer, I believe.
Hey, Nigel.
Hey guys, Gino brought me here. Fun show. Subscribe. Thank you. Grace Life Ministries. Yeah, it bothers me too when companies do things to keep them in business, like Best Buy. It doesn't make any sense, does it? No, sure don't. That's what I was trying to say, Lauren, that it doesn't seem like Barnes and Noble are really backing off of it. I do feel like I think there was a time they haven't really backed off the Criterion prices. I don't know why, but they have a lot of other things they're selling at fairly normal prices. I don't know why they do that whole Criterion thing, so they can have the sale like twice a year instead of just selling movies at regular prices all year long. I think they would make more money. I don't understand. I can't figure that out to save my life, why they do that.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's really strange, which again, like what I was trying to say, we're like I'm taking myself back to middle school, where like I would sift through the CDs and there would be like older like music and stuff. I'd be able to find something that I never would have discovered without it being there. And then same with movies and stuff like that. Same with Target. And then it was just like, oh yeah, we don't have that. And then it started being like really exclusive, where you had to like really like work to find a movie. And it's just like, well, why? It's a movie. Like how can I not have access to that in some form? We've got AI and I can't figure out how to watch this movie. So
yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, I think with Best Buy, John, is I think what it is, they do it twice. They do it whenever they do it because there's such a like big, almost like online, like we all start talking about it. We make videos like our pickup videos and stuff. And I think there's such a like build up from the people that, buy them, that they get a ton of business all at once, I think, as opposed to doing it all year and like losing money, which I agree with you. If they could compete with Amazon, because Amazon competes with Barnes and Noble when they do their sales, and they cut their stuff half price to compete. So it's like, why don't you just stay all year, compete with Amazon, and maybe you'll get more walk-in business or even online business, that is, and stuff. You know what I mean? Because I think they pay attention to YouTube, and some of us YouTubers that I haven't made any in a while, like a Barnes and Noble pickup. Like I'm in the store and I'm picking up stuff. I haven't done that in a while, but
yeah, I like it when you go out and about.
Yeah, there's a ton of those, and I think there's a lot of advertising for Barnes and Noble and Criterion, during that time period. But
yeah,
I don't know. That's interesting. Maybe I should have took marketing and stuff in college to kind of understand what it don't make any sense sometimes, as a lot of stuff don't make sense. So that's my version on it. What do you guys think?
Well, the thing is when I was on here last time, I discussed Ghost Fever, and when I brought that movie up, I started to wonder why this thing isn't on Blu-ray yet. And so I talked with a friend of mine who is kind of like a super sleuth when it comes to copyright law and things like that. And it turns out since 1989, Ghost Fever has changed hands copyright-wise at least 15 times.
wow.
So, it all gets, into the muck, into the weeds of like, who owns this? I mean, I want to be transparent here. I want to put Ghost Fever on Blu-ray finally, because it's again stuck on VHS, or Laserdisc, or that German DVD I showed off. It's like, you can't find this movie anywhere, except I mean, it is on YouTube for free, but it's not a legally licensed upload. And there is a print of it, 10 reels of it at the Library of Congress, but there's a donor restriction on it, and I need to find out who the donor was and see if there's any way we could play ball with these people, because there are just some movies that there are just some people that just don't want this stuff out there. Like, again, like when I brought up the Sherlock Holmes series from 1954, I contacted the people that own the rights to the film materials on that stuff. They don't want it out there. They don't care. They don't think that they're going to make their money back or their investment, and that's the way it is with, I think, a lot of these companies. Like, there's a lot, like, from my aspect, being a classic comedy fan, there's a lot of the Columbia shorts that don't star the Three Stooges that we would love to see released, like a lot of the Andy Clydes, the Vernon Dent comedies, the Hugh Herbert films. Sterling Holloway made some films. Even Burt Wheeler, the comedy team of Wheeler and Woolsey, made some films. This is like top of the line stuff that we would love to see, but it's likely never gonna get released because it's like, where's the interest? There's quote unquote no interest, according to the 25-year-old suits that live in their own that live in their own ignorance and don't realize that there is a market for this stuff out there. It's just not going to bring you millions of dollars.
Yeah. They just got to look on YouTube, really. If they could just go fishing, and be like, look how many videos were put out about this obscure early 30s comedian, and all these people are watching this stuff and making their own videos. It's
there's
like,
your market research.
Yeah, you almost have to, because people like us that feel this way, we make a video to talk about it, or put that video out, and so there's dozens of people like us who do that. So it's kind of like, maybe,
yeah. And if I may, I think that it's not exactly the same thing as your topic, but it's very close to it. So I wanted to share. I think that goes along with how Hollywood loves to try to do like remakes or adaptations or what have you, and be like, oh, we're gonna make it our own. And it's just like, no. You give it to like us, like that, the original content. And so I think I understand what you're saying, where it's just like it doesn't need to be like remade or like fancified, like doing it your own. If you want to do that, then go do it over there, but don't use
well, to bounce off of that, I'm sure a lot of us are familiar with the Charlton Heston version of Ben-Hur that was released, I believe, in the 50s or so, in and around there. Mike could probably tell us because he's a walking encyclopedia. But for a while that film was the cause of a lot of ire for a lot of silent movie fans, because MGM decided in their infinite wisdom to withdraw the original 1925, I believe, silent version of Ben-Hur, starring, I believe, Ramon Navarro. They decided to withdraw that. They couldn't show that, and there were people who, like Raymond, like, watch my friend Ben Minot of the Oddity Archive. He did a wonderful video about FBI film raids and stuff, where, the FBI visited, various film screenings around the country, and one of them was for, the original 1925 Ben-Hur. And after the screening was done, the FBI confiscated the print, So a lot of this stuff, it's like, yeah, I see what you're saying there. Yeah, we have this beautiful, shiny new remake. We don't need that old, dusty, musty antique, So
that's what they did. That's what the studios
It's like they want to
did.
rewrite history.
Yeah, if they had a silent one floating around by even another company, studio, they would buy it so they could release theirs, and they
Right.
would quote bury it, which means bury it in a vault, somewhere, and suppress it. Because they did that with a movie called Gaslight. There was a British version first, and then MGM wanted to make their version in 1944. So
Mhm.
they bought the British made Gaslight, which was supposedly superior to that one, and they quote buried it and put theirs out. And then a lot of people were like, "Oh, I didn't know there was another Gaslight movie and stuff." And then it came
Mhm.
back out, and everybody's like, "Wow, we like this one better." And it's like, so that's a great example of that right there. But yeah, so
Yeah.
So, did we already all go around and show our pickups and stuff? Because I was out, for
It's
a
your
lot of
turn.
that, and
It's your
I
turn, Gino.
apologize. All right.
yeah,
Well,
yeah, we landed on you.
admittedly, this is kind of an eclectic hodgepodge of whatever I found. Like I go to thrift stores, I go to like boutique shops, and when I say boutique shops, I mean like, you know, people selling funny looking dresses and antiques and lawn gnomes and that kind of thing. And stop signs, that kind of a boutique.
Stop signs.
Yeah, yeah,
What
I
is
got a
yeah.
stop sign.
is so,
So this is some stuff that I picked up recently.
Uh-oh. Shit.
Oh
no.
boy, am I here still?
Your
Yeah, we
voice.
can hear you.
Got your sound, but no picture again.
Oh man, I'm sorry, John, that this keeps happening. I do not know why this keeps happening. It's probably my internet. We recently went down to like 1 gig internet, and so I'm gonna have to talk to Comcast tomorrow and say, hey, we need to be bumped back up. So that's probably what this is. Let me see if going back out and re-entering.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna show something here that I even sat down and watched this last night. I got it in here, so I watched it. I've been looking forward to this for several months coming out, but this is the 4K Kino Lorber release of Euphoria, and I had not seen this before. Sorry, I'll blow myself up here. Let me.
Oh, like UFO Euphoria.
It has
Okay.
Cindy Williams, Karen Dean Stanton, and Fred Ward. Yeah, it's
I'm
kind
really
of a
fucking pissed
comedy.
with this. Why isn't this working?
Good artwork.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Kino. Yeah.
I'd never really heard of it before until then.
Me
It's
neither.
from
I tried it in
1985.
Safari, and now it's doing the same shit in Safari. What is going on with this thing?
Mhm.
Do you have Chrome on your what you're running there? Oh no, if you're running
Does she have
Safari,
any
you're
other
running
browsers I could use?
yeah, I'm sorry, you're
Here,
running no,
I'll try it in Google, and I'll try
running
going
Apple.
the Google route.
That's got a great cast though, John, on that.
Yeah.
Harry Dean Stanton. Gosh, he never has a bad role, I like him in
Now I
everything
need
I've
to
seen
plug
him in.
this stupid thing back in again because it came out. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ Almighty! Yeah, God really loves me, Jeanette. He
We need a
really
miracle.
does. Making this shit difficult for me tonight.
I don't think
I do the same thing. I just
I didn't mean to do it, but I don't think he knew we could hear him. I muted him for a second. If he comes back up, I'll apologize. But no, this movie's it is actually good. The only thing I didn't like is really the soundtrack, because this movie felt like it was about 5 years or maybe behind on the music, because it had like that kind of Smokey and the Bandit kind of Jerry Reed kind of sounding soundtrack.
oh yeah. Kind of a rock and country type of I've
Yeah.
never seen it before. But it's
Hang on a second. There we go.
You see there? Okay.
All right. Hopefully this works now. Oh my God. Again, John, I want to apologize to you for all this. It's out of my control. I just don't know why this is happening to me tonight. But I will try to get this rectified for future visits on this program. But anyway,
Yeah, that's cool, Gino. That used to happen to me all the time. I would have audio issues just about all the time. John probably remembers, and then I think I finally worked out my bugs, and fingers crossed. I always have,
Yeah, you're fine. It happens to everybody, especially when you're
Yeah.
new. And some of it sometimes has to do with StreamYard. It's got a lot better over the years, believe it or not. But it's
yeah, definitely.
But yeah, we can talk. You can go ahead and Gino and show what you were going to show, and then you guys can look at. I'll talk about Euphoria some other time. But it's a good movie though. It was better than I thought it was going to be. Even with the soundtrack, the soundtrack don't detract from it. It's just like from a 1985 movie. It sounded like it had a soundtrack from like the late 70s. And there's nothing. And I know people go back and do make like a period type piece movie with a newer soundtrack. It's not that. It's just that type of soundtrack. I don't like that kind of that country of that era. I don't really like country music of that era so much. That kind of Jerry Reed sounding stuff. And it's not detracting from Jerry Reed. He was talented, but you know what I'm getting at. That if you watch Smokey and the Bandit, you pretty much heard the soundtrack for this movie. It's that style. But the movie's funny. It's kind of laid back almost. It's about Harry Dean Stanton plays he plays basically a fake evangelist, like just trying to make money on healing people. You know, he gets Fred Ward helps him out sometimes and plays like a crippled person. He pretends like he healed him or something like, that kind of scam going on. And Cindy Williams she thinks there's a flying saucer going to appear at a certain time. And Fred's just he's kind of just more or less like kind of a loser drifter guy who the good guy, but he just and he dates, Cindy Williams. Yeah. Excuse me. But yeah, it's just a fun movie. I recommend it.
Yeah. That's a good cast. Fred Ward and Cindy Williams, who was she was Laverne, wasn't she? Of Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah, she's also in Smokey and the Bandit. That is Cindy Williams? Yeah, it's Cindy Williams, isn't it? Too.
What, Sally Field or Cindy Williams?
Oh, Sally Field. Excuse me, I got them backwards.
Yeah, Sally Field. Yeah.
For some reason, they kind of remind me of each other. But yeah, it was a Laverne.
Yeah, they are very similar.
She's Laverne, wasn't she? For sure.
Yeah, I think so.
I can't remember.
I think so. I think it's Laverne. Some people are like, what the hell is Laverne and Shirley? For your young kids out there, it was a TV show that came on.
Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Heffen Pfeffer Incorporated.
You know Fred Ward, don't you, Lauren?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
It's in Tremors. He's the older guy, Kevin Bacon's partner.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite
Tremors. Yeah, I have to check that
So
out.
before I get more technical glitches, which I hope there's no more tonight, and if there are, then I'll just see myself out and you guys can continue the show as usual, because I don't want to keep driving John crazy with me coming back in, coming back out. So the first thing that I picked up, speaking of Ghost Fever, was The Jeffersons, fan favorites. Fan favorites episodes of season 2, and it includes George's best friend, Jenny's grandparents, George's alibi, George and the manager, Lunch with Mama, George versus Wall Street, The Breakup, parts 1 and 2, and Florence's Problem. So, and this is sealed, by the way. I haven't opened any of some of these. So that's going to be interesting to watch. That's cool. Then I also picked up the Abbott and Costello version of Ria Rita that came out back in the 40s. There was an earlier version of this film that came out in 1929 with the comedy team of Burt Wheeler and Robert Woolsey. So Abbott and Costello are essentially doing the Wheeler and Woolsey characters in this film. And I was actually talking with a friend of mine, Nick Santamaria, who basically wrote the book on Abbott and Costello. And he said that this film is actually superior to the Wheeler and Woolsey version in a lot of ways. And he considers it to be some of the best material Abbott and Costello ever had. So,
yeah.
Then moving on, and I see that I'm still holding up.
Oh, you spoke too soon, Gino.
Oh no.
I was trying to see if that movie was on that Abbott Costello set. I can't remember.
I think that might be one of their like MGM movies. They kind of did MGM and Universal. They were like back and forth.
Yeah, this was Universal. This set. You have that set too, don't you, Mike?
No, actually, I don't have that yet. I'm going to get it eventually, but
Oh, sorry, everybody. Let's get to it. I guess we're around to you, Mike, and we'll actually, if you don't mind, let me catch up on the chat a little bit. We apologize, everybody. We're kind of
technical
about to see our pants this season for some reason.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Where's the best place to get physical media from? I don't know. There's all kinds of places you can Amazon, you can go on Whatnot sometimes and find deals sometimes, but that's like a bidding deal. I don't know. What it's really, and when it comes to brick and mortar, it's just whatever's in your area, because what I have here is probably different than what you have, and so who knows? Because there's no really like big, other than Walmart, there's no really big retailers anymore that sell and Barnes and Noble, who really sell physical media. So
I would say for people that are trying, kind of like what I was saying earlier about Suspiria and stuff, like the big ones are Amazon or eBay. It would be my like top two. And then the other ones that you like recommended as well, but those would be the first two I would look for. So
or the label like Arrow or Keno or somewhere, like that. They usually have sales and stuff. You just gotta shop around really and just compare prices. And
straight to the website is always good too.
Yeah, and there's like Groove now. There's Groove and a couple of places like that.
So moving on, again, my sincerest apologies for all of this. I again, I'm going to try to, work on this in the interim, but another disc that I picked up that was sealed was cigarette commercials from the 50s and 60s.
That's cool.
Where they, discuss basically how healthy cigarettes are for you. And it has like Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, promoting Philip Morris cigarettes and saying that 9 out of 10 doctors agree that, this will give you good health. And now you have a fresher flavor. Pretty much all the stuff that was later proven wrong, in like the late 60s, early 70s. Like, yeah, this stuff's actually bad for you. So yeah, there's that done and dusted. That ought to be interesting to watch. Then I have, I collect these every now and then, these cheap $1 Digiview DVDs, Cartoon Craze, Bugs Bunny, Falling Hair. And the reason why I collect these is because, they're from my childhood, nostalgia, basically. And I got a bone to pick with Goodwill. Since when in the hell is a one DVD that was originally $1 at Walmart, why are you then charging $2.49 for it? Goodwill, I got to tell you, they're going up in price and I don't like it. You used to be able to get stuff for a steal back then, like 99 cents or even $1.99. Now like it's going up to like almost damn near $3, and it's like enough already with your price gouging. That's why people go to other thrift stores or whatever. So
other people complain about it. Yeah.
And then, the next three are basically featuring all the same performer, because this is a guy that I've really wanted to get myself interested in, because I always see his stuff at the thrift stores and whatever. So I wanted to get myself interested in a little bit of Red Skelton. So this is actually authorized by his estate, and this has like all of his classic characters: Freddy the Freeloader, Clem Cadiddlehopper, Junior the Mean Whittle Kid, Cauliflower McPug, Sheriff Deadeye, George Appleby, and others. And it has such guests as Jane Russell, Vivian Vance, Buster Crabbe, Cesar Romero, Rhonda Fleming, Edie Adams, Don Knotts, Marilyn Maxwell, Ed Wynn, and it has a lot of good stuff on this set. So I'm really looking forward to taking the deep dive into this set. This was put out by Marathon Music and Video and Timeless Video. So
That's really awesome. I'd like to have that. Yeah.
Authorized by his estate, by the way. And then I have this DVD from Platinum Disc Corporation. I just picked this up because it said Red Skelton on it, so I picked it up because I'm still relatively new to his career, of course. And that's Freddy the Freeloader, by the way. That's that character. And then on the back are all of his other characters, you know. And then lastly, my last pickup, you know, is actually still sealed Good Times home videotape, Red Skelton, King of Laughter. And this has, like, you know, his vaudeville routine of Guzzler's Gin, a trailer for Public Pigeon #1. It's like one of those joints where, you know, they just had like a whole bunch of public domain footage lying around, so they put it all together and passed it off as a documentary, that type deal. So that's what this is, basically. So those are my pickups. Now, if I have hiccups again, hey.
Mhm.
All right, let's see here. I think it moved up on me there. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Nigel Drainer said, what are your favorite silent films?
Well, Nigel, you know what mine and yours are. So, you know, Hollywood home theater, baby. You know what I mean? Nosferatu with that creepy synthesizer score. That version is a version that Lauren should see too. You know, if you had all like 80s, like Stranger Things, you know, like weird, eerie, creepy synthesizer music.
I could see. I have seen it. Yes, that would have been my pick too. Yes, we are in agreement. Nosferatu. So
good.
Nosferatu. Well, I'm probably my favorite silent movie would probably be City Lights by Charlie Chaplin, which he made during the time period when there wasn't silent films anymore, but he made one anyways because he was Charlie Chaplin and he could do that, I guess. But yeah, I always like that one. That never gets old, and love the ending, you know.
And I'm going to give a shameless plug to Nigel because many moons ago, Nigel hosted a podcast called Modern Times, which is a podcast for Charlie Chaplin fans. And you could find that if you search it up on YouTube. Don't do it right now, of course, because we're doing the show. But I believe he and his cohorts did, I believe, a 2-parter or so on City Lights. You could correct me if I'm wrong on that, Nigel. But they've covered quite a bit of Chaplin's work, and they've actually done commentaries on some of his silent films too, which is really, really cool. Like you learn a lot about early silent film Hollywood if you listen to like their commentary on a Burlesque on Carmen, for example, where they took Chaplin's original 2-reeler film, padded it into a 4-reeler, and inserted random footage of Ben Turpin for whatever reason, and was like, yeah, hey, this is a brand new film, brand new, starring Charlie Chaplin. You know, basically the SNA company taking whatever Chaplin footage they had, putting it out there as a brand new film, even though it was just scraps from a feature film that he made called Life that never got released or completed. So
yeah, I think they did that a lot back in those days. They would just pop out stuff by different stuff, steal it basically, and yeah,
they did that with a lot of William S. Hart films too. They did that with some of his shorts, especially. There was one film that's called Mr. Silent Haskins. They later reissued it as a 1-reeler called Dealing for Daisy. So, you know, it was quite a prevalent practice in Hollywood back then, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine that though? Like, see, like you go to the theater now and you see like the Avengers or whatever. And then, you know, like they take the footage, they re-edit it somehow, and they put new footage in there and take some footage out, and they put it out there and they pass it off as a completely different work. Like, could you imagine if they did that, pulled that kind of crap? Now people would be livid.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't do that now in the age of social media. I'm sorry, you just couldn't do that.
No, it would exist probably for like an hour before it would like tip down at the most. You know, that'd be about it. unless they were showing it at a theater, you know, just surprise, we're gonna throw this film together that we put. But yeah, you wouldn't see that.
Very nice. Let's see here. Got another one from Grace Life Ministry. So I just got the Across the Universe in 4K from my local boutique shop, and I looked on eBay, and the people are selling it for $200 plus, and you can't even get it on Amazon. I feel lucky. That's a good find.
People
wow.
have found some good stuff at thrift stores. Like, you know, I know it's a controversial film and everything, but I love it. My mother loves it, you know. So I actually found a bootleg of Song of the South once at a thrift store. So yeah, you can find
Yeah.
really interesting stuff at a thrift store sometimes.
Yeah, there's
Of
a
course
lot of
you can. Thrift stores, like used bookstore places that also do like DVDs or VHSs and stuff. Like you absolutely can. Like I found, I love Disney and Pixar. I found some like with the like the white like booklet style, like old school kind
oh,
of.
the clamshells.
Yeah, I found a lot of those from, like from my childhood that I grabbed. So yeah, like
Mhm.
those are great spots to try to seek out things that you're really wanting. So
And I'm
Yeah.
glad you brought that up because that's something I wanted to discuss tonight. I actually, you know, got out some choice selections from my rather voluminous Disney video collection. The news recently just came down the pike that Disney has laid off their entire home entertainment, home physical media division.
Oh yeah, I heard about
Hey
that.
Mark, how you doing? My buddy Mark from VHS Rewind and such. How you doing there, Mark? Sorry, there's been a lot of technical difficulties tonight, but hopefully there won't be any more. Knock wood, pray to God. Yeah, the news down the pike that I guess effective now.
Right when he says,
there we are.
yeah. You need
Di-
to quit mentioning it. Every time you mention it, it goes screwy.
So yeah, Disney has effectively shut down their home media, physical media distribution arm. And that makes me sad because I was, you know, and still am sort of, you know, an avid collector of Disney videotapes and stuff. I mean, they were very prevalent in my childhood. You know, I practically grew up with Disney videotapes. So I picked out a few choice selections. Let's start out with one of the earliest, The Black Hole. Remember these clamshells, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, indeed. I
We
have.
can't see you again, Gino.
Yeah,
What was that?
We
Your
can't
video's
see you
out.
again. Yeah, the video cut out. We can hear you, but
Oh,
it literally
man.
happened right when you were talking about you
Disney.
couldn't that you hope you don't have any more problems.
Yeah, like Disney owns all the 20th Century Fox movies now. So I wonder if if they're going to lease them to other places, the companies to put out, you know, because they control a lot of good movies.
They,
Yeah.
I mean, you.
Edward Scissorhands is one of them. I mean, a bunch of good, 20th Century Fox.
There are so many great. I mean, you make a great point about Edward Scissorhands and stuff like that. But there are so many great animated movies that Disney and Pixar have put out. What frustrates me is that they're so focused on the live action, and I, I'm just, I want to be honest here. If you want a black mermaid, just make a movie with a black mermaid. Don't do
Yeah.
that with Ariel. Like I'm all for it. Like we got Coco, we got Princess and the Frog. Like like we have multiple. We got Moana. Like we got so many different movies with different cultures. I'm all for it. Don't shoehorn it into a different story that it doesn't make sense. It's
Mhm.
kind of the same thing with the Harry Potter TV show where a certain character is a different color. where we don't think it makes sense. Like I just don't understand why Hollywood is doing that. Like that's
Well,
my thing though, where it's like if you want a professor to be not white, like you got a whole world to work with. Like put it in the 1940s or something like that, you know? Like put it in the 70s. Like just put it in the world, put it in
but that means they would have to write something though. They would have to come up with something fresh, and they're
I know,
scared to write something fresh because I don't know why.
but that's like kind of their job, is that not?
Well,
Yeah, a little bit.
maybe they laid that department off. I guess they laid them off so they can only turn out rehash.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
frustrating because it's like you could create something. It's like, oh, it's good to just copy and paste, but then we're just gonna, and then the fans get mad. Then it's like, oh well, you're ist or race or like ism, or it's like, no, you're just not adhering to the source material. And it's like, oh well,
Yeah.
we want to make it our own. Like, I don't want you to make it your own. I want you to make it's ours, and you're supposed to adhere to it. And if you can't do it, go make it, go do something else.
Yeah, just do it different.
Screams my
Do something
cord. I
different.
can't.
Well, and I think a lot of it is they're getting rid of that stuff so they can only focus on the live the Disney
Oh, the live
channel,
action.
Disney Plus,
Oh.
Disney or the Disney Plus channel.
Like,
They only like
if it's on my knee, just brush it off. Absolutely not. Like we're not doing that today. Like I can't stand that. I think we did a good job with Jungle Book and Beauty and the Beast, and everything else was just a waste of money. And people aren't really going to it. And then they're also doing the whole we're making it our own kind of thing. And just
I don't know. They're just not. I don't know. I don't even care what Disney does anymore because I've lost all respect for them. Just with how they just run stuff, and they're just money over anything, and they just think everybody's stupid.
I know exactly, right? I was so scared. I'm a huge Zootopia fan, so when Zootopia 2 came out, I was just like, oh god, are they gonna ruin this? Are they gonna ruin this? They actually ended up being really great. They actually did a really good job. I'm like, okay, Disney, you can keep doing this, just keep doing this. But they've disappointed me so many times, or I'm just like, just keep doing this. Like you made me happy here. Like because I love the duo. Like they did a really good job with adding new characters and the dynamic and everything. Like they did a good job. So it's just like, just keep doing this. Just keep doing this. Stop with the
I wonder how many years in the making that was though. Like that might have been something from like 6 years ago, and you won't see that anymore. Like, because I have no idea. Like
they got a new CEO recently, and so I don't know if they'll change anything or not. Hopefully, but they probably won't.
And switching around.
They don't learn from Hollywood. It's the thing is that's the whole mentality of all of Hollywood. So they have to not stick out like a sore thumb. They have to, or stick out like a nail that needs to be hammered in as they see it. They all kind of fall in line with that same mentality. Not every single person, but and it's a lot of people. They don't really agree with that behind the scenes, but like when they're in public, they got to adhere to the message.
Well, that's why film companies like A24 are doing what they do, and people flock to those films and buy their media, and because they're putting out new kinds of movies, new kinds of fresh scripts, and pushing the boundaries of whatever genre they're doing and stuff, and it's keeping things fresh and interesting, and you know what I mean? Like it's like all these other little companies are creeping up behind the big dogs. The big dogs are trying to hang on, and they're just like every other week they're being bought out by another company, and it's just like, God, just that's all you hear about. It's like you don't hear about, oh, they're coming up with this new movie that everyone's going to love. There's like, oh, we're going to get bought out next week, and it's just, I don't know, it's ridiculous.
No, sorry if I can follow your coattails. I completely agree. I think that's one of the most frustrating bits about it, where it's like there's nothing wrong with doing a continuation or a remake or what have you, but like that, I feel like it's all we're getting right now.
That's all. Yeah.
So like the original ones get like just thrown underneath the curtain, and people don't hear about it, they don't know about it, and or it's like all wait until it goes on Netflix kind of thing, and it's just like that. Those are the movies that you need to prioritize if you're gonna purchase a ticket and go and see it in theaters. Like that's the important one. And then like there's movies like I guess Last Night in Soho that came out, I think in 2021. People were like what's that movie? And I was just like, you don't know the movie. But the newest Spider-Man, that's your priority. My point is that it's just like we the collective if we want to be movie lovers and try to keep cinema going and change the way that it is going right now, which is a bunch of remakes and continuations, we need to support the original content. And there's a lot of really good content. Like I mean, Weapons was really cool too, like there's some good.
They can do it. They can do it. And but if you pay attention, it's like that when they do stuff like that, it becomes a popular hit. People go to the theater, generates business, keeps the theaters going. It's like putting out Malarkey every week. Nobody wants to see it. Nobody wants to come to the theater. And it may be on streaming channel that they may not watch, because it's just not interesting. I mean, who can blame Netflix for making their own content and making movies and taking chances with like making the Frankenstein movie, which there's a lot of interest in that. People want to see either how good it is or how bad it is, but someone is going to watch it. That's a guarantee,
You guys watch that, by the way?
I still have not seen it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's in my queue to go, and I just have not. I want to sit down and watch it.
I think I think you guys would like it. It's long. I will say it's long.
Sorry, I keep interrupting people. Sorry. Go for it. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a long one, but it's not that long, But
I mean, I've watched it twice because it takes like some moments where you need to take a break and go get some popcorn and stuff like that. But
use the bathroom.
Yeah, it's longer than I would have expected or wanted it to be, but it is still beautiful, and it's Guillermo del Toro, so of course it's gonna be gorgeous and confirmed and all that kinds of stuff. So it is really good. I think that the first 20 minutes is a little bit longer than it could have been. We could have shrunken the movie a little bit down, in my personal opinion, but it's still amazing. So I highly recommend it. So
yeah, I'm definitely going to watch it. It's just I haven't had a chance to yet. So
yeah, well, it's a sit through. So be prepared.
I think that's kind of what it is. It's like I want to pick that time where I can guarantee I'm going to watch it for 3 hours and nothing else is going on, and it's not too late, because start watching it like 2 a.m. It's not going to make it through it. Because
you're 2 a.m. That's ridiculous. Absolutely not.
Well,
No. Was it 3 hour song? I didn't remember it being that long.
It's probably pushing it, wasn't it?
2.5, I guess. I don't know. It may have been. I
Yeah.
didn't pay attention to it. If it's good, it's not. If it's good and paced well, it doesn't. I don't pay attention to it as much.
Hmm.
Are you talking about Frankenstein? I think it's like a
Yeah.
2 hour 45 minute, so
Mhm.
almost 3 hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was good.
All right.
It was quite good. Yeah.
Well, I bet you anything, Criterion have put it out because they've been putting out some of his stuff like Pinocchio. No, did Arrow put Pinocchio out? I think it was Criterion that put the stop motion Pinocchio that he made.
Yeah, I think it's. I have that over here. I can't remember.
Guillermo that did the clay Pinocchio on Netflix is what you're talking
Mhm.
about.
Yeah, but I think like Criterion, I think may have put it out on physical media. And
Oh,
what I'm thinking is when they do Frankenstein, he'll probably put it out in some different cut of it. Maybe like he'll have the long version and maybe there'll be a shorter version. I don't know. I have that feeling that he might do that, put that out like that.
yeah. He'll probably do a shorter version, the full version, and then the extra special effects version.
The director's cut, which is 16 hours long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the interviews and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we can
Yeah.
continue with going around and showing off stuff. I guess then we'll get to check. Mike's wanted to check out some stuff that's coming out. What time is it? How long's it been? Let's see.
It's almost 9:30.
Damn, 121.
Well, anyways,
It's a good show though. I've been enjoying it. Listen to
Yeah.
you. It's been fun.
Yeah, it's been a mix. It's been a bunch of stuff. Well,
Like,
anyways,
I don't have to talk much.
well, I'm gonna show this off, guys.
Oh,
I'll just start with showing stuff off again. I got this Arrow edition of Westworld.
Nice. I've seen that going around, but I haven't picked it up.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because look, you got like this is a slip, and then it's got its own like hard case and stuff, and you got that on the back.
Steve McQueen. Oh, that's Yul Brynner. Yul Brynner.
Yul Brynner. And then it's got it's pretty cool. It's got a poster, a booklet. It's got some cards, all kinds of stuff with it. So very interesting.
That's cool.
And I haven't been able to watch it yet though, but I did finally get to watch that copy of Salem's Lot that I think I showed a couple weeks ago, and it looks great. It looks really good.
Do you want to show some other stuff, Lauren, or you?
Yeah, no, I've got a couple. Like I said, my stack because I didn't get anything new this week, so I just compiled a couple that I've done some rewatches. One of them is The Hunt.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Get you.
I always see that picture like while I'm scrolling like Amazon or something, and it's like, oh, The Hunt. But I've
Yeah.
never clicked on it to see what it.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
I've not seen that movie.
Oh my gosh, it's so great. It's a really great movie where it's kind of like Ready or Not, where it's like like a woman like trying to like live through the night kind of thing,
Mhm.
but also it has a really interesting like political concept where it makes fun of both parties in a really clever way where it makes you laugh. Like I love it so much, and it's really great. And my girly is a badass. So
Who's in it? Who's in it again?
What's her name again? Betty Gilpin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That she's the one that I was talking about. But yeah, so I love that movie so much, and I just think it's so funny. And I if you guys haven't seen it or heard about it, just go in completely blind and just enjoy the experience. It's
Yeah. Yeah, I wrote it down, so I'll either pick that up or it's
Yeah.
probably streaming. I'm pretty sure on something.
probably it.
Because I always see it. I always see that cover like scrolling on something, either Amazon or it's on streaming somewhere. I keep seeing that picture.
Yeah, it came out in 2020, which, the world was imploding during that time. So
Hmm. Yeah.
a lot of people got to see it. So
Yeah.
I like to talk about it as much as possible because I think it's a really cool movie.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
I picked up that. I'm sorry.
Oh,
No, go for it.
I picked up the Criterion 4K of Life of Brian.
oh, cool, man. That I did not pre-order that, but I'm gonna get that one. That it looks good.
Sorry, I didn't blow it up there. If anybody wanted to see it up close. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
Life of Brian.
it's the same looking cover as the other stuff. I don't think it's much different.
Have you watched it yet?
Yeah, I watched it last night. It was a definite watch. It is sharper, and I'm glad they didn't remove the grain, but that movie's always been heavy with grain just because I guess for one, I guess a lot of it was shot in a kind of a drier climate and I don't know. It just wasn't, I just didn't think it was amazing. I don't know if it's really a necessary 4K upgrade. If you haven't bought that yet, I don't know. It sounds good, but there are scenes that are sharper that the colors stick out better. Like the scene where he's like the guy's manacled inside the dungeon. Like like the stuff on the wall, like pokes out, the colors sort of stick out better in that scene. And little things like that, and audio and stuff's really good. And I mean, any true fan needs to pick it up, but I mean, I didn't think it was amazing because it pulls the grain out a lot, and they just leave it because I'd rather them left the grain than trying to get rid of it and smooth out the image too much and other than that, it was good. But the audio's it's better. There's things I could hear in it that I knew what they were saying, but in the early days watching on VHS or a DVD, you couldn't really make out some of the things they were saying sometimes, just because it kind of gets muddled in the mix a little bit.
Yeah.
But this was very crisp and clear.
Okay. Yeah, because I got like a really old edition on DVD. I think it may even be from whatchamacallit. Oh gosh, what was I can't think of the company. What was it?
I think it may have, when it first came out on DVD, it was a Criterion, wasn't it? At first, and then it went away.
Yeah. It may have been on Laserdisc also, but I'm not 100%. All I know is I got like a really older DVD of it, so I was wanting to upgrade with it. So I may pick that up.
You definitely need to pick that up over the Blu-ray because it's going to be definitely look as good or just slightly better than the Blu-ray. I was just a little, as far as a transfer person goes, as far as something looks good, it just wasn't as good as I thought it could be. And
yeah, well, here lately, like the Arrow 4Ks they're knocking it out of the park. I mean, their stuff is looking good. Like I got Excalibur too, and it's amazing looking. So I think they're beating Criterion in the 4K, like how they're doing their restorations and stuff here lately. So
I would agree with you. I feel like Arrow has been pumping out some really awesome things lately.
Yeah, Arrow's just been everything I've watched recently on 4K. It just looks like really good. It may just be my setup, how I got everything tweaked and set up and everything, but looks good. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick that one up. Life of Brian.
Kino's transfers always look good as well. Like at Euphoria look good. But do you ever notice this with Kino? I don't know if they do this on purpose, but it's something I noticed watching the old Western transfers. It's like, it seemed like I don't know if it's their machine they use to transfer it does it, or they do it on purpose. But like the first couple of scenes will be kind of, you're like, man, this looks like shit. And then all of a sudden it's just like they turn on a switch and it looks fucking amazing. I don't know.
I think I know what you're talking about because there's been a few that looks kind of, and then yeah, like you said, like it gets a little better, and then it kind of goes somewhere else again, and then it gets better depending on where it was, maybe outdoor, indoor, or
Yeah.
something like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean, or something. But their 4K of Gunfight of the OK Corral looks wow, really
Yeah.
good. The Kino one, and so I don't know. It's kind of hit or miss, I guess. I don't know.
It depends on where they get the master copy at or whatever. Because I know it's not from Kino, but other companies and maybe Kino as well. But when they source when they source the film, in some cases they've actually had to repiece the movie back together from multiple
Mhm.
sources because they
Yeah.
couldn't find like one completely good print, because sometimes they are literally pulling prints out of like old like movie theater stock. It's not the actual
Mhm.
master. It's not the master film. The master negative or whatever from
Mhm.
the film, because it
Mhm.
don't exist anymore. So they're always searching like people's private collections, and sometimes people's private collections they'll donate the movie to
Mhm.
donate it to be scanned, and it's pretty wild, the whole process they go
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
finding these films to restore.
Yeah, and I've watched some where they've had to take like the 16 millimeter and kind of fix it up and then put it with 35 millimeter and stuff. So there's they have to do a little work there to kind of get them to match good and stuff. But like they have a 16 millimeter that looks pristine, and they're trying to put it to a 35 that's not so pristine. And I don't know, it's interesting. I'm into all that nerdy stuff like that, like
Yeah.
technical stuff. And it's interesting how they do
Yeah, me
that, you
too.
know.
I think they can actually they can transfer it up to 35. They have some process where they can actually re-expose it onto 35 somehow. I don't know exactly
Yeah,
how it works, but
yeah, there's some stuff now that they use that it's amazing, like as opposed to like 30 years ago when they had to do it like manually, like with it was lot times consuming and blah blah blah, you know.
yeah.
But nowadays it's so
One of the first films that I thought was something they did amazing, and I guess they did some of it with Lord of the Rings, but was with Amelie. Is Amelie was like they were the first time they explained the process of how they were scanning the negative into digital, and then they were doing the color process where they actually changed the color in the film. Like I think there's the whole subway scene, and they give it a green tint to it instead of
mhm,
the natural color. And so I forget what the process is called now, but it was like that was kind of one of the first times I've seen that done to that effect. I mean, they did it to the Matrix. The Matrix, the original theatrical release had a green tint on the whole movie. You know how the movie's got that kind of green to it, but it was like purposely
mhm,
green tinted. In fact, the original, if you can find it, the original laser disc that came out, it still has that theatrical release, that green tinting on it. But I've never really pursued it in any kind of
mhm.
serious manner, just because I figure it's going for a lot of money, and it's hard to find.
Yeah. Well, that's why
Yeah.
sometimes nowadays I don't automatically, if I upgrade to something, I don't automatically get rid of my old copy because sometimes there's differences, you know what I mean? Like don't throw away that copy of it because it's one and only, like a soundtrack even, like, oh, like, that's the only time it was in its original stereo form or something, you know, and it's like, you know, being kinda nerdy like that, hang on to stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's just interesting. I liked all that, you know, I thought about doing that actually a long time ago, like, for a career, like, go to college and work in restoration work and stuff on films and stuff, and I don't know, it's time consuming. I know that they work on it for a while. So,
Yeah, especially when they try to go in and find stuff with like vinegar syndrome and stuff like that, and they had to you have to re-soak it in fluids and things like that to keep it from breaking apart and different things. And when they do that, where they're literally doing segments, small segments at a time,
Yeah, there's something they do where they honestly have to bake it, the film. It's so they put it in like some kind of oven, and it
Yeah.
like to a certain temperature, and it I don't know. It's like that's wild. It's like wow, how do you do that? You know, how did they come to discover that technique? You know, oh, let's stick the film in an oven. You know what I mean? It's like how did they figure that out? It's just interesting to me.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I guess we bored Lauren, so she dropped out.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, as far as stuff, I picked up a couple other things. I got some other things I'm going to share. I'm about in the same boat. I've got to find a job here soon because some of my long-term disability ended. So I've had that for the last 5 years. I still have disability, but my long-term disability ended. So I've got to
Oh.
tighten up on my buying a little bit
Yeah,
until I
yeah.
find a job.
Gas prices alone is just kicking us in the pants right now. It's just, geez.
Yeah, it's got ridiculous.
Yeah.
We had to, what my grandmother did, we had to buy diesel we have like a 250-gallon diesel tank because all of our tractors and our mowers run off diesel, and it was like $5.25 a gallon. Even that's
yeah.
for off-road diesel. That's usually cheaper than regular diesel.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I hope it comes down sometime soon because that's just,
Yeah.
man, it's going to hurt people in this summer, people traveling and going on vacation and stuff. And I think it's going to hurt people.
Well, at first we were out. Like I mowed her grass yesterday, and I was literally on the mower I was running. I was running on fumes pretty much because she was like, I'm gonna wait for it to come down. And after I got done, I went and talked to her. I was like, you're gonna have to get. I said, you just might as well buy it because I have a feeling it's going to go up before it goes down in the near future.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's usually how it is. It gets worse before it gets better. So I don't know if it's at that point yet or not.
But I picked up this. It's the 30th, and I already had the 30th anniversary 4K, but they released this 30th anniversary. I guess this may have came out at the same time, but either sold out or I just didn't buy it for whatever reason. But it's actually the Steelbook. But the thing that sucks about it is that it's the same as the 25th anniversary. Still, it's hard to see because it's that plaid color that.
Oh yeah,
It's kind of got a cool effect in the camera.
yeah, it does. Yeah,
It's a little sharper, the image, but it's not as faded looking as the other Steelbook, but it's exactly the same. But it's got the 4K. But the thing is kind of nice about it. It did come with. It's not just a Steelbook. It came with some extra stuff, which is, things that I generally don't. It's not something it'll always stay in this envelope, but it's just little goofy things like it. I'm not going to open these up, but it comes with these. It says Clueless Language Arts. I must be little.
like school books or something.
Yeah, I think they're little cards that you got some kind of facts or something. Oh, okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, it's this. I'm sorry, it won't focus in for some reason there, but
Oh yeah.
sorry about that. And then it's got another thing of like these simulated Polaroids.
Oh wow, that's kind of neat.
Like yeah, it's got more, but I'm just gonna leave them in the package. There's no use in opening them. And it's got this. It's got Cher's report card.
Oh,
But
that's
it's
cool.
also got a picture of the cat, another picture of the cast on the other side.
Hmm.
And then what was this? Oh yeah, it come with a little and some stickers. Where's that other thing at? What did it? Oh, there it is. It come with this sticker. I think this is. It's just a sticker.
Oh wow.
It's like thick though. It's like got one of those padded type stickers, but
Mhm.
and it come with a mini poster, which actually
Oh,
not
wow.
bad. It's not a bad mini poster. It's of the
Is
original.
that just a studio release, a Paramount release?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, let me check and make sure, but yeah, but it's just a standard of the original poster art.
Oh wow. Because that's a lot of stuff for just a standard, like a studio type release. Because
Yeah, it
they
has
don't do,
Paramount all over this, so it's studio release. Yeah.
yeah, because they don't usually do that stuff anymore. They don't put anything in there.
Oh crap! There we go.
Oh.
I thought I would ejected you off there. I literally, when I was putting that box away, I reached over and hit my mouse with my pinky, and it literally did that. So,
Oh,
literally.
wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's Clueless is a movie I've always liked, but like every time, like it's come out like 2 or 3 different times, like 20th anniversary, 25th, 30th, and stuff like that. So eventually I'm gonna get a copy of it. But yeah, I've always liked that movie. It's pretty cool.
Well, I mean, I have a couple more things, but it's just I'll throw these up here because if you want to, we'll go check out the upcoming things. I picked that movie up, that Phantom 4K.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Billy Zane.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got the. I recently watched that because I have the just the regular Blu-ray of it, and I put it in because I really don't remember seeing it back in the '90s, and I thought it wasn't half bad. It's a good little action movie. It's you know, it's a lot of fun. It's not the best movie ever made, but it's a lot of fun. You know, so
Yeah.
that was cool.
I did remember seeing it in the theaters because I saw like a making up for it on TV. I don't know, it's like one of those MTV thing. I don't know what it was, but they talked about how it was originally, the Phantom was originally a radio program, and I guess the 30s or 20s or 30s, I guess. And it was then made into, I don't know if it was a comic book or not. It may have been in later on it may become a comic book as well, but but I do remember seeing it in the theaters, and I don't think I have I can't remember. I have to look through my stuff. I can't remember if I have a DVD version or not, but that's why I went and picked it up. It's kind of it's a pretty good looking case and everything. I really like the Kino stuff, to be perfectly honest with you. It's clean. They always do. They have a good printer who makes their slips. But I also picked up that Killers of Flower Moon.
Oh yeah, I need to get that. I have like a Chinese bootleg of it, Blu-ray. It actually looks super good, but I want to get that copy of it because I like that movie. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty decent.
Yeah.
Because they announced today that they're going to put Scorsese's Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore finally on 4K. So Criterion's putting that out in July.
Nice.
Yeah. I've been waiting for that one for a while.
Let me pull up this stuff here, and we'll kind of go through what's coming out here.
Because I'm not even for sure if that ever came on Blu-ray, to be honest. I know I have a laser disc of it and an old DVD that came in a Scorsese box set. I think that's might be it. I'm probably wrong, but because I never did upgrade to it, so there must not be one.
Yeah, I get oh shoot. I hate when that happens. I hate whenever the screen jumps on you and you end up clicking something else.
Yeah.
What were you you were talking about some stuff. Let's see. What is today's date? The
15th.
It's the 15th, yes.
Yeah, Criterion came out with their July. It may be on there, may not be on there yet, but
we'll work our way up there real quick. Let's see here. We had the two I showed there. It looked like we had Runaway Train. Remember that? Trouble in Paradise. Oh shit! No kidding. They released that on 4K. That's,
oh wow. Okay.
I didn't know.
I didn't know.
That's Criterion too.
Yeah, that's Criterion. I didn't know that was going to be a 4K. I thought it was just going to be a Blu-ray, but that's cool.
That is the one I'm thinking about. John Lovitz, and it's like Dana Carvey or something like that. Or
no, that's
the old one. Is this the older one? Yeah,
yeah, that's the old 1930s one.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
Ernest Lubitsch movie or something.
Yeah, it's got right when I was saying, I was like, I bet that's the old version of it. Why would the hell they'd release a new one before I couldn't? I was like, why the hell would that be a Criterion collection?
Yeah, I just remember that one. Yeah,
that one is one that, you see the cast for it and you're like, that should be funny as hell, and then it's like kind of a disappointment. it wasn't horrible or nothing. But Euphoria came out. That Dead Ship. Well, I've seen a lot of people getting that Death Ship. Excuse me.
Mm.
Becoming Led. Is that Becoming Led Zeppelin? Or is that the one that was on
Netflix?
Netflix. They've been releasing a lot more. Maybe they've been actually listening to people.
Yeah. I actually watched that on Netflix. It's good if you're a Zeppelin fan. It's pretty cool. It just goes up to their first album and stuff, but it's really interesting. And
Yeah.
everybody takes part in the movie, the documentary, except for obviously John Bonham. But all the remaining people participate and do interviews, and it's pretty cool.
What's up, Gino? My friend Pete Crawford is a massive Clueless fan. He's a photographer in Canada. He created the movie poster with local models. He did a great job. That's cool. Sorry, I missed your comment over there. But yeah, I've always been I've always liked I've seen the theater, and I don't know, I as a teenager, I had a crush on Lisa Silverstone, so and that's part of it for me. But I went back and watched all of her movies and stuff like that. It looks like we got next month or next week we have Lee Marvin, Point Blank. That might be Criterion.
Yeah, I went ahead and pre-ordered that one. I like that movie a lot.
I haven't seen it in a while. I need to check that out. I have to be more selective. The problem is these 4Ks and stuff are just getting so high.
Mm-hmm.
They got the Ninth Gate 4K coming out, and you got it like 28 years later. It looks like that's a steel book.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool cover.
What is this? This good luck, have fun, don't die.
Yeah, I saw that cover.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. That's supposed to be kind of good. I think it's a fairly new movie. It came out. Got Sam Rockwell.
Yeah, I think I haven't seen it yet.
Let's see. We got Stone Cold coming out.
Oh yeah, was that Brian Bosworth? Was it ex-football player?
Yeah, Brian Bosworth. It's a Keno Lover too.
That's cool.
Yeah, I remember that movie. That's definitely one that's probably watched it on Showtime or HBO back in the day.
Yeah,
that
definitely
was coming out too. I think that's new. That Sky Captain in the World Tomorrow 4K. That's a cool steelbook. That's a cool looking steelbook.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I personally didn't think it was an amazing movie. I liked the concept a hell of a lot. It's almost like this sort of steampunk kind of thing, but it's just, I just didn't think it was amazingly executed. I need to go back and revisit it again. It's been a while since I watched it. I do admit.
Yeah. That's what, like me, I said that earlier. Like sometimes you watch something when you're a teenager and you thought, it stinks. And then you watch it again with different eyes 20 years later. And you're like, wow.
Yeah.
Well, why did I think that? This is cool.
Anybody else want to jump in there with their looking forward to? This looks interesting. I've been really into Japanese and Asian cinemas, mostly Japanese. Let me see where this is from. Yeah, this looks like this isn't Japanese. That looks like Korean, I think.
Yeah, I haven't been able to pick up any titles from that label there. Was it starts with an R? What's it called? But they've been putting out some pretty cool movies. I just haven't bought anything on that label yet.
I mean, look at all this stuff that comes out. Some of these are re-releases, and some of this stuff down here is other versions of things we've talked about. But I mean, it's just so much stuff. I was like, I mean, Jesus. I mean, I wish I was a millionaire and could afford to buy just about every new release each week. Because I really would like, I don't like having a backlog, but if I was in the opposite position I was in, and I had lots of money and I had enough, I had a good secure space in a large space to put stuff, I'd like to almost like archive stuff, have archives of things, that kind of collection. But it's just it's just so much money. There's so many things coming out on like premium stuff and things like that. It's like,
Yeah.
please, it's
And
crazy.
like what we were talking about earlier, like with the Walmarts and the Targets and Best Buys, like not putting physical media out anymore. It's like, look at this. I mean, just look at all this stuff that comes out weekly. And it's like, who's buying all this? Somebody's buying all this, or they wouldn't put out so much stuff.
Yeah.
So it's weird, how they look at that. Yeah, Throw Mama from the Train, that's getting ready to come out, I think next month on 4K.
Inner Space. That's Arrow. I like to.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the end of this month. This is Moneyball. Let's see. Ghost in the Galleon. That's cool. Universal Soldier. I hadn't seen that in a long time. Yeah, that Throw Mama from the Train. What is this here? John Singleton's Hood.
Yeah, I think that one's got
Is
like
it Hood
Boys in the
Tales?
Hood.
Oh, Hood. Just Hood.
It's got like 3 of his movies in it.
Ah, yes, I see. Nice. What does it have here?
I think it's Boys in the Hood and Poetic Justice and something else. Oh, what's it called? Baby Boy or something? Baby Boy or something. I never had seen that, but I think it's that one on the end there.
Right here. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Baby Boy. Okay. Is that like a little bit newer one? I hadn't seen that one.
I think it's like early, like 2001 or something like that. I never did watch it though. Yeah, because back in the 90s, Criterion put Boys in the Hood out on Laserdisc.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind have that set because I haven't seen that and I haven't seen Poetic Justice in a long time.
Yeah, I think I've only seen that like once.
Yeah. But what else? I'm sorry, I was flipping out there after I hit that.
Yeah, there's like so much stuff, man. It's like
yeah.
It's like somebody's buying all this stuff. There's got to be somebody. These companies wouldn't put all this stuff out, for nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like anymore, it's like I got to be picky, man. I got to be picky on which ones I want to get because it's just I can't afford to get everything that I want to get every month because
No, I know how it is.
Yeah,
I can't imagine some of these people that like to buy. I actually have no problem with what you get, but all these premium things are so expensive. Like to just get one movie, that's the only problem. And some of it I do, some things I do want, some things I would buy like that. But it has to be your favorite movie. But if you're just buying everything blindly and never seeing that movie, and people do that, they buy stuff blindly. That's such a waste of money buying premiums like that. If you can afford it, more power to you. But it's just, I don't recommend everything. Recommend buying everything like that.
No. Yeah, some of these channels that have everything and they show everything every week. It's like there's no way they're watching it. They're probably getting free copies and stuff.
Yeah,
most of them.
Yeah, I know some of the people are for sure, but. I'm trying to get up here and go to what?
Go to July, I think.
You want to go to July real quick? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're kind of running out of time here as well. Oh yeah. What were you looking for?
Oh, what was I talking? Oh yeah, right there. Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. And then HUD, that Paul Newman movie, that's finally coming out.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Yeah, that's like his second or third movie that he made. I think it's his third movie.
Yeah, I definitely had to pre-order that. That looks like a good one. See, this is the thing that kind of goes on with it goes on with Barnes and Noble. Like there was something that came out like several weeks ago that I'd pre-ordered that didn't come in, and it kind of made me mad. But I went to but they had it at my local Barnes and Noble, but you can't just walk in there. Sometimes it used to be like Best Buy. If you had pre-ordered something and it was not coming in through Amazon and you found it in the store, you could just buy it and just cancel it. But with Barnes and Noble, you can't do it because it's like 2 or 3, it's twice the price. You just can't You can't
Mhm.
do that. It annoyed the heck out of me because I just had to wait. It's like here it's sitting on the, I really want to watch the movie, and it's sitting out on the and it's sitting out on the
Yeah.
it's
So it's
sitting on the
there.
shelf right there. I can pick it up, and then now I have to wait for it. Who knows when it's going to come in? And it was a particular movie that I pre-ordered months ahead of time. I should have been in the front of the line to get it, and I had to wait a whole week to get it. It annoys me.
Yeah. Sometimes Amazon's just not like they used to be, like with some stuff. But another thing they're putting out is Elephant Man 4K. Criterion is, but it looks just like their Blu-ray edition of it that they put out. It'd probably be the same extras and everything. It'll just be 4K.
I don't know. Is that as far as July goes? That's weird. They don't have the complete month. It don't look like. What else? That Tetsuya, the Bullet Man. Is this something new? Yes, 2009. That's a whole new Tony.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of those, aren't there? Like different Tetsuos.
Yeah, I have that box set with them, but I don't think that's one of them. That's a newer movie. I think all the other ones. I don't think it's a. I'll have to look real quick. It kind of intrigues me. Hang on just a second.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not in that set.
Hmm.
It's not part of that set. It was just the older stuff. There's like Tetsuya 2, and I ended up not grabbing it though. It's over there on the shelf. But yeah, I want to check that one out. There's just so much stuff. It's hard to keep up with. It's just hard to keep up with the movies, all these movies. Like people probably watch on here all the time. You're like, man, you haven't seen this and this. Yeah, but I watch I don't watch like 5 movies a day. I'm not that kind of person. I may watch one. I'm not. I've kind of slowed down because I just find that it kind of, I don't know, you kind of got burned out on it one time trying to do that. So
Yeah, you can burn yourself.
And when you get burnt out on movies, you really get burnt out on movies. You don't want to watch them for a while. That's how it was for me for a while. Like I was saying, I've been on disability for several years, and I'd had, for some weird reason, when I was working, that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to come home and watch a movie, or, when I had my days off, I wanted to watch movies. And as soon as I went on disability, I just lost the desire to want to watch movies. I don't know what happened. I had all the free time in the world to do it. And it was bizarre.
Yeah. It's funny how that works.
Yeah. It's just, I can understand why they release so much. They release so many horror movies. There's so many horror fans out there. Every other site that comes up is a horror site when you're looking at collectors, which is, it's fine. It's a very huge genre, but I can understand they make some serious money on it.
Oh yeah. See, that's true. Just horror movies alone keeps people buying physical media.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and those big Stranger Things box sets are coming out from Arrow here in a couple months. All the seasons on 4K. That's a big set.
But that's all they have for July. They usually, at this point they have more listed at this point. This far out, excuse me.
Yeah,
they usually have. There's that Flintstones steelbook. I guess so. I told somebody, they acted like I was crazy, which I probably am crazy, but for some reason I've got this weird thing that I kind of like the second movie better than the first. I don't know what it is. It's more cartoony and it feels more like the show to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did they do 2 of them?
Yeah. They did like Viva Rock Vegas or something was the second one.
Oh, that's right.
It's kind of a prequel, I think. It's like how they met, how the 2 guys meet, Wilma and Betty. Kind of a prequel and leading up to it, because Kazoo's in there, and I don't know what it was. I'm probably dead wrong. I probably need to go back and rewatch it, but I had watched them both at the same time, rewatched them both at the same time, and I
Mhm.
don't know. It's some. I know you guys can think crazy. It's fine. I have weird opinions on certain movies like that, and it's just
Hey,
you know,
everybody,
and
it's each their own,
yeah, it's like I kind of like that Rob Zombie Monsters movie. I don't know why. I kind of liked it though when I watched it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. A lot of people kinda crapped on it, but there was still a lot of people that liked it and thought it was not
Yeah.
bad, and I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think some people that crap on stuff like claim to be they claimed at one time, claimed that like they actually watched the original series. They may have just seen it in clip form and never really watched it. And
Mhm.
I felt like there was parts of it that really captured at least captured the spirit of the old characters. At least I think they were actually trying, especially the guy that played Herman, you
Mhm.
know, and really Rob Zombie's wife. I always forget her first name. Um,
Yeah, I can think of her
and
name.
she
It's like
she
Shelly or something like that.
yeah, I can't, but but she wasn't bad. She's not a great actress, but she wasn't terrible. I just felt like there was something about it. Just I don't know. I just liked. I just felt like it kind of captured the spirit of the show just a little bit. I know it sounds weird, but it's just it worked for me personally as
Well, the
being an
makeup
actual fan of the show.
yeah, I mean, the makeup looked good, and she looked
Yeah,
good as Lily Munster and,
yeah,
everything in it may turn into, like, a big cult hit here in, like, 20 years, Everybody be gushing about it, and then you'll be like, "See? I liked it back then.
yeah,
Now everybody loves it now."
yeah.
Or something.
It's a guarantee to be something like that. I did see that they're putting out this one after. I'm pretty sure I have I just recently bought this after you suggested it in one of your videos.
Oh,
Damn it.
5 Easy Pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, that's weird. I bought it the Blu-ray of it, finally upgraded and got it. Now they put the 4K out. Like, I didn't even know that at the time.
Oh, that's cool. The Burbs is getting a 4K.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
That's a studio release. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's
What
4K. Sorry. When I
what
looked on the
show?
side, the 4K label's at the very tip top, and I just seen the Blu-ray. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a
That
shout.
should look good. Yeah,
It's a shout.
that should look pretty good on 4K, I would say.
Is it not? I would love to have like a studio steelbook of it. Like I'm not one to run out here and get one of the premiums, but I want a studio steelbook of that. I wouldn't mind to have that. That's generally when I buy steelbooks. That's the kind of stuff I like. The official release stuff. I don't go in too much for going out of my way to get like something else. But I mean, some of the other companies make good stuff. Umbrella and things like I consider those more official.
Mhm.
There's that big Spielberg set, but I have no interest in getting that. I don't believe. I can't
Oh, yeah.
remember what all's in it. Oh, okay. It looks like Jaws, First Encounters, Raiders, E.T., Jurassic Park, Schindler's Schindler's List, Saving Private Ryan, War of the Worlds. That's a shitty set. I'm sorry for
Well,
whatever.
it's like everybody has those movies. Just
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like everybody's but they're all steelbooks, which makes it
Oh
kinda
yeah. Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. Is that a big steel set? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know. For $200. I mean, I've spent that much money on several sets in recent years, but it's been like that Wes Anderson set, which I did.
Mhm.
I watched um Grand Budapest Hotel. That's not the 4K. It looked beautiful in 4K. It was well
Mhm.
transferred. It had a good transfer on it.
Yeah, I'll probably get that sometime when I can catch a good deal on it, like maybe I don't know, half off sale during Barnes& and Noble time. That might be a good time for me to pick that up. Be half off.
Yeah, yeah. That's interesting. Let's see. We got the Day of the Dead. Oh yeah, that Day of the Dead 4K set. I can't
Mhm.
remember who's putting that out. I wouldn't mind to have that one. I like Day of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead's better, obviously, but this is who's Shout. That's Shout is Scream. Excuse me, this is a Scream Factory.
Oh, okay. So, Yeah, but I don't think Day of the Dead's had too many big deluxe sets of it out. As
No.
many as Dawn of the Dead's had more, but yeah. Yeah, I'll probably definitely get that one.
Yeah, I think I have that really nice Dawn of the Dead laser disc set. I think in there like a really nice laser disc set. I'm pretty sure I've got one, or there
Yeah.
may be multiples, but
Well, there's a Japanese one it's in like a silver box, and it's got the Dario Argento of edition of it on it, Zombie, and then it's got Dawn.
yeah,
I have it. It used to be a high priced item. I don't know if it's still high priced.
yeah. I don't know. I have a box set of it, but it's just I think it's just it might be a Criterion or something. Did they have Criterion release it or something at one time? I might be wrong.
I don't think so. No,
Yeah,
I don't believe
yeah.
so.
They're re-releasing this again. I have the 4K, that nice set it came out, the original 4K set. And I also pre-ordered Jody had one of, I can't remember if it's Umbrella or somebody, one of the people he does his buys from, but they had they had basically like a blue version, which I already had, but they had this pink version of it that I picked up. It's not Steelbook though, it's just a regular. So I probably won't pick that up because I've already had 2 4Ks. I don't need that. I generally don't like doing that. That's something I don't like doing very much. I do it every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
This is a pretty cool little pack here, though. This Avatar 3 movie set.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a long box set. I haven't seen a nice long box set put out like that in a while.
Oh. I think those Columbia ones, 4Ks, those have been, and then the Shawscope ones have been long boxes, but yeah.
I
see them
can't
very often.
I can't say. Well, I haven't seen the third one yet, actually, and the first one's really good. The second one is, I liked it, but I think it's a little bit too long.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could have been cut down a little bit, and I haven't seen the third one. Everybody just completely lost interest after just loving the first movie.
Yeah.
My problem with it though is he's wasted the end of his career making that crap, and and it's not crap. It's just like, it's not worth it to, instead of making like, he could have made like 3 like completely different movies really well.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Oh,
he
yeah.
was supposed to made like
Like a Terminator thing or something, wasn't it?
yeah, I'm trying to think. Alita Battle Angel. He was supposed to direct that, and because of Avatar, he handed it off, which Robert Rodriguez did a fine job with it. It's a good movie, but I just wonder what it'd be like if he put all of his detail into doing that,
Yeah. Well, I think he's at the point in his life that he doesn't even have to work really. And he's just, but yeah, they're so time consuming and everything, so much money. And like you said, he could have done a whole bunch of other stuff, instead, but I guess he believes in it. He believes in that project. So
That's cool. That's cool.
yeah.
Money Pit's coming on 4K.
Oh, wow.
It's
Yeah.
like another Shout Factory. Yeah, it's Shout Select.
Mhm.
That's a good movie. That's a funny one.
Yeah.
Some of those early, and I'm not saying any of the later Tom Hanks stuff was, but he did those early comedies. Some of them are funny. I'm trying to think of that one where he did with John Candy. And John Candy like disappears early in the movie and don't reappear towards the end, but it's they're in the jungle, and they're like they're on a
Joe
trip.
Joe versus the volcano? Is that it?
No, it's a different one. It's
Volunteers.
yeah. That's funny. Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah.
Well, my favorite is a Bachelor Party of his comedies. I just think he's totally crazy in that movie.
Now I did pre-order this Jackie Chan.
Mm-hmm.
I have to
I think there's going to be two of them, 2 different ones.
Yeah, I think this is the one I ordered. There's a special edition one, I believe, and I actually I think I like the regular artwork just as good. I think the other one's yellow. There's a yellow and a red one, I'm pretty sure. In the yellow, I can't. The yellow one seemed like it has. I don't know why they don't have it shown here. Oh no, the red one might be the special edition. I think this is maybe the one, or this is the special edition. This is the limited edition right here, the one with him punching through. I like the red better personally, but I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah. Well, that's what they did with those Bruce Lees, and one was red and one was yellow, and the yellow like sold out quickly. And I actually got the red one before it sold out, but like the yellow one is the one everybody like wanted, the yellow edition or something.
You ever seen this show, Primal?
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it though.
I've watched season 1. I have season 2, but haven't watched it yet. But it's good. It's basically there's no, as far as what I've seen, there's no dialogue. But there wouldn't be, because it takes place basically like in they're like Neanderthals or something, or pre-humans. They're probably before Neanderthals, but they're just trying to survive in that time period. But there's like, it's not a realistic timeline. There's like dinosaurs or something. They're like cave. I guess it's better to say they're cavemen, but that's not accurate in fiction. But this is cool. It's MacArthur 4K. This is a good one.
Yeah, that one. I don't even know if that had a Blu-ray release. I'm not sure.
I think it might. I think I picked it up. I could be wrong about that. I could be wrong. I think I have this laser disc of it. I have a version of it. Sorry. I have all my movies. I have movies here, but they're all around here, over here. So to go look for them is pain in the ass sometimes.
Yeah.
And if they're in the dark, so it's harder to see. Well, Mike, it's 11 minutes after 10.
Oh, yeah.
2 or
yeah, it is. Yeah,
2 hours. Excuse me. my thing up here shows it's after 10, so it's
That's
whatever
cool, man.
you want to do. I think we're going to get out here, everybody. We appreciate everybody stopping by. Let's see, Acres and Movie jump back in here real quick. I appreciate Stacy. I appreciate you coming in here. Like we said, we may have to
figure out a way to get you on here somehow.
Yeah, or you can be in the chat and we'll just dedicate a night to answering your questions.
Yeah.
But I like better, Supercop or Accidental Spy. I have to be honest, I don't think I've seen Accidental Spy, but Supercop's excellent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he's got so many movies.
Yeah. I've only got a couple of his movies actually, so there's so many of them.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
My favorite older movie is I never can remember the name of the title. It's like something in the Eagle's Claw or something like that. It's like one of his first. I've got Snake in the Eagle's Claw. I believe that's what it's called. Yeah,
it's something like that. I know what you're talking about.
And it's like one of the very first ones he made, like when he was like the star of the movie, like first couple movies. I think it came out before Drunken Master, and it's like one of my favorites. It's really good.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about, one. Yeah.
Oh, hang on just a second. Let me pop this. Well, everybody, I appreciate everybody stopping by this evening. We appreciate everybody's comments and everybody sticking around in the chat. We've started out, we had a full roster for the most part, and we've had people drop out. Me and Mike get together. I like talking. Me and Mike has a similar we have like a similar interest in movies, and I like the technical stuff like that. Now Mike knows a hell of a lot more about movies and seen a lot more, which that's why I like talking to him, because he knows a lot more. No name. I'm bad with names sometimes, but we I think we have that effect on people. We bore people because we can talk about a lot of different things. So I hate to we didn't run Geno off. Geno's Geno can out talk both of us when it comes to film historian talk.
Yeah, he's full of stuff too. Yeah. But yeah, hopefully, tonight's been kind of a mishmash. It's been different. It's just hopefully Jody will be back next week and keep it keep it all together. He's kind of the
We've had a good audience tonight, though. We've kept a
Yeah.
good audience, at least in what I've been seeing here. It's been decent, so we appreciate
Mhm.
everybody sticking around and listening to us kind of bull crap tonight. And
Yeah, and I
it's
think we got a
always fun.
couple of new subs too to the show. They said they were going to subscribe. So
Yeah, we appreciate that. Everybody
Mhm.
getting sub to it. I'm sorry that I don't do a lot of stuff on my YouTube channel. If you subbed over there, it's mostly just for this anymore. I'd like to do some game, like maybe one night a week, doing like a gaming stream, but I haven't done it yet. So that in the future, and maybe I need to get making some videos uh, for it, but I don't know. I'm just not. I'm not worried about ever really making money over here because you got to have you got to have some serious subscribers to make money and views. So I'm not too worried about that personally myself. So
Yeah. Yeah,
it'd be
but
nice.
I would like to see some
Yeah.
you do some videos where you're showing like what you've got recently because you always pick up pretty cool stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you pretty much show them on here though, pretty much.
Well, I do it on TikTok now because it
Oh,
has more engagement over
mhm.
there when it comes to it. But I have more subscribers. I've already got about 600 subscribers over there, and
Oh, okay. I forget to
mm,
go on TikTok, believe it or not. I forget to get on there sometimes.
technically I could do both. I could do because when I shoot, the way my setup is, I shoot in 16:9, but then I convert it to then I just swap it down to 9:16, the portrait format. So I could do it. I have both versions of it. I could easily go back and make videos for YouTube. I just don't do it, but I'd have to go back
Mhm.
and re-edit everything and add in stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Quite possibly this weekend I might be doing another interview. I don't know. She hadn't got back to me yet. We were going to do it this past weekend. I didn't feel like it. I was a little sick and I've got over that. So I'm going to, but I'll be interviewing Kai, the Evangelion collector again, girl I know from lives in Poland. I have to do
Oh,
a
okay.
recording of her because of the time difference. She can be on the show live with us. So because it's like 1 or 2 in the morning at this point when we start.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think it's about 2 o'clock over in Europe.
yeah. So we thank everybody for stopping by. We appreciate everybody coming in this evening, and I think I'm going to end the stream this evening. And I'll talk to you later, Mike, unless you're going to
Alright.
hang around for a minute. But if not,
Nah,
I'll see
I
you
think
next week.
Yep. I'll see you guys. Thanks for stopping in, everybody.